Hey, Fit Like YouTube, welcome back to another episode. So, been busy, going to build myself a canopy. Fed up getting blinded by these radion lights, so I've built the side piece here, and I didn't go all the way to the ceiling because I want to leave some room for airflow. But this has worked out fantastic, so you don't get blinded sitting on your sofa here now, so that's fantastic. And I've also put this side on hinges so that I can just swing it open and it's easy access to feed. And the front of the aquarium I'm going to get some more wood to go from the tank right up to the ceiling, so that'll be completely boxed in and it should look really nice. And I'll still leave a wee gap at the side just for ventilation out there as well. So it's a work in progress, but we're getting there. So I decided I needed some more light on the aquarium, especially at the front. So I've picked up this Orphek OR3 LED bar. It's the blueplus model and it's 150 centimeters. So it's very well packaged. A little manual. So I'll just grab my knife and we'll get this opened up and have a wee look. Fiddly with one hand, but so here we go. There we go. Oh wow, it looks excellent anyway. Right, so I'll go and get this installed onto the aquarium and we'll see how that looks. Feels pretty heavy though, so I think rather than connecting it to my existing light, because the amount of radions I've got, it's a fair weight as it is, so I think I'm actually going to get a hanging kit for this and hang this separate so that I can still raise and lower it. Okay guys, so here we are. I've got the LED bar hung up from the ceiling now. So this is ideal because I can raise it and lower it as needed. I obviously don't want to shock the corals and bleach them with all the extra light. Okay guys, so I've just switched it on and first impressions, I'm impressed. I like the colour of the aquarium, and the aquarium is like really blue now, and the iPhone absolutely hates the blue. Even when I've got the orange filter on, it's just not showing the colours that I'm actually seeing, but I'm absolutely loving it. The corals are just popping. It's hard to explain, but there must be something in this Orphek that the radions didn't have. So the radions have now switched off. So this is just the Orphek bar, and I'm in love. Absolutely love it. The only thing that I regret now is not having another one. I wish I got two of them. But it was a bit pricey. It was like 250 quid, so brand new. Obviously if you can get them second hand it might be cheaper, but yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to get another one further down the line. I just absolutely love it. So hopefully this will help boost the colours. I'm certainly going to enjoy this, looking at this at night time anyway. I'm going to have this run for about an hour once the radions go off. I just love it. I just think it looks amazing. I wish the camera would pick it up the way I am seeing it, but sadly it's not happening. Maybe one day I'll get a better camera. But yep, really happy. So it'll be interesting to see how the corals respond over the next few days. Okay, so the Orpheks have been running a few days now, and all the corals seem to be fine with it. I mean, I probably could actually lower the bar down a bit, but I think having it the height I've got just seems to be fine. And I've got a decent spread all around, because I'm not wanting to be faffing about taking off the lenses and stuff like that. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But I definitely fancy getting another one for the back as well, just to fill in the back, because I noticed the back is a wee bit dark, and I think that's why my Stylophora was kind of struggling. So I had to move that because it just wasn't very doing good at all in the back. So, but yep, really happy. All I've got to do now is get this canopy finished at the front, and then you won't see any of that lights or UV sterilizers, and it should look pretty nice and clean. And then I'm going to have to get that bit of wood that I've secured to the ceiling painted, get all that tidied up, and then you won't be able to see any of that at the top. All the focus will just be on the porthole and the aquarium, and I might even blank out that porthole and just put a blank piece so that the focus is just on the aquarium. Haven't decided yet. The refugium's still a work in progress, so to say, as you say, because the Cheeto, my nutrients are still pretty high, so I'm not really convinced that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But we'll see how it goes. So Rebel, the hermit crab, he's actually been toppled over in the flow, and he's unable to keep hold of his skull. So I'm going to take this opportunity to pick up the skull and get it back on Skull Island. Okay folks, I've got it in place. Now, I guarantee this isn't going to bite. I've tried gluing it down, I've jammed it in places. Doesn't matter where I stick it, Rebel, he always finds it. So I'm going to go and get him toppled over just now. So we'll just use my feeder, we'll just get him upright so that he can get on his way. Now he should be going about picking up algae and detritus and any uneaten food, but I guarantee the first place he's going to go is back onto Skull Island and try and find his skull. He's an absolute pain in the butt. But we'll see.
2 hours later.
Yep, what did I bloomin' tell you? Less than 2 hours and he's on the island, he's found the skull, and he's busy trying to figure out how to get it out of there. Little son of a biscuit. Ah, you gotta love him. Oh me, I give up. I just let him play with it, so he'll probably take it back down onto the bottom again and start rotating it like a flipping corn in the cob. Wee shite, man. So let's have a wee look at the tank. The radions on the Orphek is on, so the colours are absolutely popping. So I've moved a few corals. I've moved this Sophastria and I've placed it here. I'm hoping it's going to do okay there. I don't know where to put it, to be honest. There's so much flow in the aquarium, it's tricky finding the right spot for these corals that don't like too much flow. My pearlberry, flipping been fragged again thanks to Scarface. Oh my god, he flies about, and him and Black Angus, the Achilles tongue, and oh, I don't know how many times they've fragged that pearlberry now. It must be 3 or 4 times. Ridiculous. The Pikachu, I've glued it up onto this. Oh, flipping aye. Speaking about you, Scarface, talk of the devil, and he appears. So the purple stylo I had behind Pikachu Acropora, I've had to move that because, like I said earlier, it just wasn't doing well at all. No idea why. I don't know if there's not enough light in the back there or the flow isn't right, but it was just wasn't doing well at all. I've ended up having to frag the end, cut the tips off it, because we're just starting to die off and get algae on them. So this, an Acropora, this has had like an amazing bit of growth on it, and I'll just add a clip of when I first added it, so there is a fair difference there. And I've decided to put all the Monties onto this bottom of this island here. So we've got the Rainbow Phoenix, the Crazy Tea, the Beach Bum, and the orange Montipora paloensis. Hopefully they'll be happy enough there. So we'll see how that goes. Just cannot get this iPhone to focus, especially since adding the Orphek light as well. The tank is really blue. So the purple stylo, I've added this piece of rock here and I've placed it down here. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I didn't want to have it too high up in a really good spot because it will just take over the whole tank. It grows so quick, but this is where it was, right in the back there, and for whatever reason it just did not like it, so I've decided that I'll move it. If it can grow out here, if it wants, it can fill out that whole area. So we'll see how it goes, and I've placed the Monty cap up the top there for the time being. There's the jelly bean chalice. I've had to move it as well because it was just getting blasted with flow where I had it. So that seems to be a nice low flow area, so hopefully it's not going to melt away to nothing. I wish I could get, I'm going to have to see if I can get a better orange lens, because the colours in the aquarium now are just absolutely popping with that LED bar. Okay shipmates, that's pretty much it for this episode. So I think we'll call it quits on this one. I've still got to get that front of the canopy built, so I'll hopefully have that done before the next episode. Oh, we're getting a wee visit for Jaws. Right, that'll do it for this one. So thanks for watching shipmates. Till the next one, stay liquid, happy reefing, bye bye.